off the fucking unique aspect, because 8 had a very strange story, and I was able to get through it to some degree, but at the same time, like, it didn't take away from my enjoyment. Like, it had a good soundtrack. I don't like the level design. The story was shit. You know, after 7, that's a hard act to follow. But, you know, 8 was ebbing in the shadow of 7, so it was really trying
really hard to be the next.
Everyone should have been playing Suikoden 2 instead. That's just
a much better game, by the way. A much better game.
See, this homie agrees with me.
Not a bad game. Because, you know, somebody at my job, like, he was like, "Oh, Final Fantasy 7." I'm like, "Yeah, it's not my favorite." He's like, "What? How can you not? Fuck you! How can you say that?" I'm like, "Dude, a better game is Final Fantasy Tactics."
Fucking says that.
Man,
that's why.
It's like I say that about Ocarina of Time. Like, it's the Final Fantasy 7 of the Zelda series. And what I mean by that, like, it's the popular, trendy choice. But most people forget that it's part of a fucking series. Like, we know now, but before then, no one really knew.
Hey, Otis, Femon, and Hishima here. We got a rapid turnout.
Yeah. Hey, it leveled up.
Yep.
But it's like honestly, there's nothing wrong.
By the way,
this.
I don't think I told Jamal this, but yeah, there were some extra DLC characters in this game. I don't know if he's gonna recognize them from this one shitty anime that I used to hate.
An anime I used to hate.
Hey, remember Ikitosen, Jamal?
Oh my god!
Guess who I'm playing as?
Oh my god!
Fucking ultimate goofy as fuck.
Oh my god! There's another fucking PTSD episode. It wasn't actually. It's not that bad though.
It's not that bad.
Damn, I couldn't even get through the intro. I passed out when I watched the intro of Green. It was that fucking bad.
Hey, remember that one time when we went to that all-nighter anime club party? And we played Time Crisis 4 together?
That sounds
talking about the night I bought my 360?
Yeah. Yeah, and it was an awesome night.
It was, actually.
We got to see...
I pissed off Larry that night whenever I brought the fucking... Well, no, it wasn't that night. It was the next day. You remember what I said about the PS3?
By the way, if those who are wondering who the hell Larry is, have you ever watched...
Larry's an old roommate of mine from college.
Well, he's also from Otaku Assemble.
Yeah.
His channel, which doesn't even have an Assemble anymore.
Well, I mean, it was his concept, so he can do what he wants with it.
True.
I haven't talked with him in a while. He doesn't even live in Louisiana now.
Hey,
but anyway.
So would you guys say, like, what you think about that night was so amazing?
The fact
I don't know what you're referencing.
A Smash Brothers tournament.
Black Delicious.
Oh, I forgot. Is the game volume too loud, guys?
No.
No.
Well, talking to the stream. He's talking to the stream anyway.
Yeah, well,
I know.
To us it won't be, but like the audio mixing is so jacked.
Maybe. Yeah, Sony, y'all need to get on that for real.
For real, bro.
Forever.
Through all this trouble to make the system possible to stream, and you can't even get the in-game app shit proper. But whatever. Which I'm even mentioned the PlayStation. Yeah, I got a bone to pick with Sony. It concerns the PlayStation 4, and it means I'm going to have to mention E3 a little bit. I'll talk about it briefly.
Go right ahead. I mean, you are new here, so.
I didn't really watch E3 this year. I was happy with all the games that they were confirmed, and that's what I was most
Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Well, I mean, I knew about that before E3, but even still, I am pretty interested to see what that game has to show, and hopefully maybe at
there's no throws in that game.
Yeah, they have a different mix-up. The Dragon Rush shit is,
that's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, it'll mean the game will be a different type of pacing than other fighters, which it's...
Well, it'll be a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it will be, because, I mean, we don't even know how it works first. They may gut it. They may put throws in. I don't know. It depends. But anyway, with Sony, with E3 this year, the elephant in the room was the fact that they were trying to sell us new systems. Microsoft in particular. They just released the PS4 Pro last year. And the Xbox X, as it's called now.
The Xbox One X.
One X. What the fuck? What is this? So what are the other 8 iterations we had? Where are those? I don't know. But yesterday, it confirmed what my suspicions were of Sony. They confirmed that the PlayStation 5 is coming out in 2 more years.
In what way? Because I've seen no such confirmation on that. Oh boy, that was
topics about it. There's news topics all about it.
There's news topics for that shit all the fucking time.
No, it's confirmed. Like, it's confirmed. It's coming from an executive that works for Sony.
Well, that kind of sucks, because the one thing I liked about the last console generation was of how long it lasted. Guys, I don't know about you guys, but consoles take up space.
To put it into perspective, man, the PS4 came out in 2013. The PS4 Pro came out in 2016. So for the PS5 to come out in 2019, I mean, that would be a reasonable amount of time for the system's lifespan. But am I the only one that feels like this system generation has been very unmemorable?
No, I disagree with you there.
This generation has been pretty solid, actually. You're full of shit.
It's not a bad generation, but I'm just saying it's just kind of passed me by, and I haven't really...
Well, that's because you're an old man who doesn't like video games.
I'm an old man that doesn't like video games. No, I'm an old man that doesn't like anime. Get it right.
Well, if you don't like anime, then you won't like video games, because video games are basically turning into fucking anime. I mean, look at Persona 5.
They kind of are at this point. Well, I don't have a problem with that. You get what I'm saying, though. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm more of an old school gamer. I'm less about gimmicks than it is good gameplay. Like, the problem I've had with this generation is that they've tried to make us concerned. They've tried to make us be concerned about shit that doesn't matter. Like, the resolution and frames per second. Stupid ass shit like that.
Actually,
like,
frame rates do affect gameplay. Not to be that guy.
But at the same time, you would also agree with me that frame rates will not help bad design.
True.
You know, because I never finished Metal Gear Solid 3 when it was on the PS2, but I thought it was a good game. And when I played it on the PS4, thanks for making me be concerned about that, Simon.
Oh wow, I took all 3 of them out at once. No, wait, Riona's still alive.
The HD version of the game.
Given the articles that I've literally just read, I am very skeptical on this.
I don't like it either, even if it is true.
Especially considering the fact of the matter that it's considered a quote-unquote hazard. Hey, Bill! But,
and plus, they may push the year back, too. Like, I think it'd be smarter for them to do it for 2020.
Well, they're saying that they're gonna want to wait when it reaches like 50% of the market for like 4K TVs. That's smart to me.
Yeah.
Because those are dropping in price rapidly, and I think I do kind of agree with Sony on this thing about probably not the best of ideas, at least for the Xbox One X, to come out primarily because still it's just not that many people are actually going to have 4K.
So, do you know anything about Saga Frontier, Rio?
No.
You don't?
Oh, are they making another one?
Oh, hold on.
Are they?
I don't know. I mean, if he might ask you, he's probably asking you for nostalgia reasons. Like, have you played and remembered the great...
Frontier.
Isn't that the game
that... Frontier. I did love the art design of that game. It came out around the same time with Final Fantasy Tactics.
Isn't that the game whose disc you can use to bring Aeris back via a glitch in Final Fantasy VII?
I think it is.
Alright, I'll save it for a second.
I'm not sure. We all know that corpses don't sink like that. Yeah. Where was your Phoenix down, man?
You have the downs.
Yeah. Oh, well, she got impaled with a sword, Art. You don't understand. It's not the same. Yeah, but you fight monsters that, like, do the same thing and worse.
Or you could just take the game theory thing and just go with that.
It's just a theory. A game theory.
Mostly because
the rage, actually.
Because I actually have to say it's a pretty interesting bout in regards to there are people in the world that actually can get stabbed in that manner and be perfectly fine with no actual blood.
Yes, I do know about the Aerith revival glitch.
Oh
no,
God.
not that. That's based off an actual culture.
No, I was talking to Vmon.
Oh.
You're a bad person.
I found Chrono's tier.
Yeah, maybe he should be the guest character in Dragon Ball Fighters. Try to tell him apart from Trunks. Oh, wait, you mean he's the guy with the red hair? Is that a Super Saiyan level 4? Why wasn't he in Dragon Ball GT? I don't remember him. Is he in Dragon Ball Super? I thought that wasn't canon.
If you mention GT one more time, I'm going to rip your lips out.
Panty wish.
Baby Vegeta. Okay, look, I'm not going to defend GT, but it's weird how GT tried to do the opposite of what Z was known for people not liking for long drawn-out arcs, and yet it was bad for a different reason.
It was just
because of arcs that it was trying to simplify. I was fucking awful.
The arcs were boring. They really were.
They were.
I think that's the issue. It wasn't how long it was or what it entailed. It's just, for one, the baby shit went on way too long, and a lot of these arcs, they require characters that no wonder the shit happens to be like completely mentally inept. Like no one has any fucking common sense in this universe, especially the main character. I don't know.
Yeah.
But here's Dragon Ball Super is good, but I mentally I cannot.
It's got the worst fucking aspects of Dragon Ball Z, and it's that just take that as a show of the massive Toriyama and like just the
Does he know how to write yet
shit.
or no?
Like it's I don't know. I honestly am not really impressed by it, and I'm really tired of people fucking giving it a pass because Dragon Ball nostalgia.
Yeah, like the nostalgia, like. I'll say this much:
it's fucking insufferable. I find it annoying.
Fandom, aside,
I'm gonna have to pummel you.
I'll definitely give the game a shot. The game looks interesting.
Come on for it, bro. I fucking made my case, and it's goddamn true.
I mean, I hope you're just trolling Dark Strangers.
I am trolling, but still.
Okay, thank God.
Super doesn't even look half as bad as he's making it out to be.
It doesn't look that bad to me,
I don't know what I'm making it out to be. I'm saying that it has mostly the negative aspects of it, which some people consider it positive. I personally don't.
Like what?
So what negative parts are you talking about?
Goku's still a fucking retard, but he's even more of a retard than he already actually is. There's barely any sense of actual character progression in regards to the main characters that you actually want to go with. It's basically the consistent same fucking shit you've been spoon-fed since fucking birth.
Okay, the whole character thing, that's bullshit, because I heard Krillin beat Gohan.
Yeah.
That's not progression.
It is for me. Krillin needed this.
No, it's fucking not.
Krillin needed something.
Christ.
Krillin needed something, that's for sure.
Oh my god. Poor fucking Krillin.
He's training Gohan again. Because a fucking midget that throws energy disc whooped his ass.
Actually, Digimon I definitely like more than Pokemon in terms of anime.
At least Digimon tries to close out its arcs. Like, Pokemon as an anime doesn't even exist to me. Because, for one, Ash is still the main fucking character after all these years.
Have you seen the most recent Pokemon anime that's based off of Sun and Moon? Ash looks like a fucking...
Oh my god, dude.
Ash looks like a fucking dingus because they changed the animation style.
Yes, he does.
Like, and what's worse is, like, every other character looks fine. Even Ash's mom looks fine in that show, but for some reason, Ash looks like a fucking...
Like a MILF status, or...?
Well, yeah, but yeah, she's good. She like seriously, she translated well in that art style. The only character that hasn't is the main fucking character, and I heard the storyline is that he's back in school or some shit, which I'm pretty sure they did that just because they don't want to animate new locations every time now.
Do they plan to put the cougar in there for no reason?
I don't know. Also, nobody's gonna get that reference.
Yeah, that's an extremely subtle reference that no one would get. And to be honest, really wasn't all that funny. Which is the point. You suck. What was his name? I don't even remember his name. Hold on. No, I'm gonna remember it. Hold on.
Oh, but
shit,
I can make her look like a Nazi, but I can't make Leo from Tekken 7 look like a Nazi.
And what's the point, man? Just what's the goddamn point?
His name. Put Optimus Prime in Dragon Ball. It'll make everything better.
No.
Just
He'll kill all the stupid people, including himself.
Just eat a dick. Let's see.
Oh no.
I'd rather have Yangus from
Alex
Dragon
is coming
Quest.
around though. Like it's a little weird to hear him say, you know, I really don't give a damn about Street Fighter 5. Now we can get him to say that about Infinite.
That'd be really funny.
Oh my god, dude. I mean, he's already kind of like, about it because of Dragon Ball FighterZ. I mean, I'm glad that Infinite is coming out with another game by comparison around the same time. Well, it won't be coming out for a while, but still. People are thinking about another game. I wonder how many people that buy Infinite are going to jump ship to Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yeah. There's gonna be enough
because
time.
people are already buying Guilty Gear Revelator because of in support of Dragon Ball FighterZ, which is strange because I guess they think that that game's going to prepare them.
Strange, but what the hell? I welcome it if it means more sales of that game.
I think that's fine. That's great. I mean, if you
it
definitely
taking
FighterZ
you
will be
with
a faster game. DBZF will definitely be a faster paced game. In fact, it looks faster than Guilty Gear, but it doesn't seem like it plays exactly like Guilty Gear. I'll tell you this much: if you want to prepare yourself for DBZF FighterZ and Guilty Gear, come get wrecked by me as I keep your ass out. But at the same time, Dragon Ball FighterZ, I'm not a huge Dragon Ball fan as I was, like, 12 years ago. But I'd be willing to give it a shot. You know, they put one of the characters I was hoping they'd put in, which, I mean, kind of goes without saying, Future Trunks. So go ahead and put Piccolo in there and we're good. Just go ahead and take my money, good sir. Yamcha, I'm looking at you.
I really want Yamcha to be good.
It's probably not going to happen.
To be honest. Probably not.
There's
going to be a Super Saiyan show.
There's been talk about trying to balance the game, but try to put power and strength, cannon strength into the game as well, which I think is dumb.
Ninja disagreed with me about that. He's like, yeah, well, I don't think that the characters, the power discrepancies. I don't think that the power discrepancies should be a factor. Well, no, the way he said it, he thinks that Super Saiyan Goku to lose to someone like Krillin. I'm like,
yeah,
sir. No one fucking cares about the storyline
except for the
fucking fighting game.
Except for the fucking devs, apparently.
Not only that, I hate to be so public about this, but what I just said is proof that no one cares about the storyline in fighting games. Because when it starts getting to that point, then it's just not fun no more.
Dragon Ball fans are like some of the whiniest, pettiest bastards in the world. If they find out that there's a game where Yamcha can beat the shit out of Super Saiyan Blue Goku, they would fucking lose their shit and kill themselves.
Well, I have this much to trigger them. Superman won, okay? Superman won that fight.
Twice.
Let it fucking go.
Twice.
Thank you. Twice.
Yeah, honestly.
And they even powered Superman down for that fight. He still got fucked. Accept it and move on. You know?
Yeah, I'll give Death Battle this much, as much as I really don't care for them. They at least stick to their guns.
At least they tried to make it kind of make sense, even though that fight would never take place. But You know, the people that argue about, oh, well, you know, Goku would actually win that fight because he's a better fighter. It's like, how about it doesn't fucking exist? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just a theory talk. Let it go. And to be honest, that fight probably wouldn't have been far off from what it would actually have happened. You know, hell, back in the old Wizard issue of Goku versus Superman, like, I think Superman won that one.
Pray for me.
Well, it's
And
like,
that was like 15 years ago.
Pray for me.
honestly, like, the thing is...
Were there any platforms I needed to wreck?
This is kind of
shit
the
on
thing.
it too bad, but...
Well, this is the kind of thing, because I firmly agree with them on this, is this whole difference of philosophies of characters. I would never put Goku against Superman, because they're not characters that are, like, for instance, Deathstroke and Deadpool. That's a fight that I could totally see make sense that people would be interested in doing. They're essentially around the same character, so which one would be better
It's in the same realm of ideas.
Exactly, but it's like, and this is the biggest fucking problem is like Goku versus Superman. Goku's he's not Superman, and the only reason why people say this is because he happens to have a very similar backstory to him, but it's dramatically different from then on. And it's like you don't have Goku like versus the original Son Goku or anything like that. That would be something more interesting than that kind of thing. But no, it's like, oh no, Goku's fucking Superman. The philosophy of the characters are incredibly different. And this is part of this whole, like, over-analyzation shit that people like to give other people shit for, that needs to pay way more attention to this. Because it's that kind of fucking mentality that just makes you sit there and go, what the fuck was the fucking point of this? Maybe if you bothered to maybe analyze it a little bit more instead of just the obvious bullshit, you would realize that this is just a stupid fucking fight.
Which is why Soul Calibur 4 was bad.
This is exactly.
Yeah. Like, it wasn't just the Star Wars characters. It wasn't just the fact that they rushed the game. It wasn't the fact that the online was terrible. It wasn't the fact that the system mechanics were a mess. It was all of that. But also with the fact that they just didn't care enough to take special care in developing that game like they did the other games. Because after the second one, they stopped caring.
Also, one last thing. I'm going to have to say, as much as I enjoyed it, Android 18 versus Captain Marvel was fucking stupid, and it was made to go ahead and pander to those fuckers, and I can't blame them for that, because I'm not going to say that's entirely their fault, but I fucking hate Captain Marvel. She fucking dies, that's fine by me. But
don't get him fucking started. Don't get him fuking started. He really hates Captain Marvel.
Oh,
everything about her.
Give me your rage.
No.
The rage.
It's so bad.
Magic.
It makes me wonder. I don't know whether or not I'll think the Captain Marvel.
You know what? Mortal Kombat versus DCU story is much more memorable than Street Fighter 5's.
There's only one Captain Marvel in my mind, man, and he says Shazam.
Broly versus Doomsday.
That bitch can fuck off.
These fucking Dragon Ball motherfuckers. I swear to God, dude, give me my fucking Thanos versus Darkseid before anything. Get that fucking shit out of the way.
Speaking of Darkseid, I think I should play Injustice.
I'm still
so bored with Tekken 7. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. This happens every time I play Tekken.
It's okay. Tekken Ball will be coming soon.
Tekken Ball. Where's Tekken Ball?
How do I think Piccolo versus Martian Manhunter would go down? I expect more salt. I think it's just me just going...
That would be kind of weird.
It makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Being really fucking stupid.
Why don't we have Martian Manhunter fight Vincent Valentine?
Are you retarded?
I mean, that would make more sense, but it's still stupid.
No, what?
Like,
no, what? No, that doesn't make a lick of goddamn sense, man.
I know.
No, it's just
by
really
comparison
dumb.
of
Even by
Piccolo
then
versus Martian Manhunter.
The only reason why those two
it
are
would
being
make more sense.
Dude, I'd rather read the comic Martian Manhunter versus Marvin the Martian.
There you go. Yeah. That's a better alternative.
All right, that's
But,
one
like,
point.
Read. Y'all do read, right?
I do read.
No, not your Facebook and Twitter status updates. No. I mean, like, hold on. Let me let me find.
I
this
listen.
for you. I'm gonna put this to the microphone so y'all can hear it. No, I want you to hear this. Hold on.
Don't like them. We're not doing that.
No, hold on. You hear this?
We're not doing that.
You hear that? That's the sound of pages turning, bitches. Yeah, it's in my hand.
Okay.
I put down my arcade stick to do that for you.
Okay. You know what? You know what?
You're banned. I'm just kidding.
Was that really that loud?
No.
Just fucking eat a dick.
Yeah. But to be honest with you, no.
Hey,
really
Jamal, you're on my seat, Jamal.
Yes, Jamal, dude. Hey, Dark Stream, you're in the wrong stream, you bunch of dumbasses. Your stream's over there.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys, we're in the wrong stream.
Yeah. Wrong stream.
By the way, are you noticing that I'm playing as Ayane from Dead or Alive?
How's that
now
going?
Yeah, how's that going?
She actually is really fucking good.
Fun to play?
Yeah. She actually has projectiles and shit.
Fucking
like the purple-haired girl?
Yep.
Yeah, for DOA.
The one that was in Dead or Alive. I mean, Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
The one that's in Dead or Alive, yeah.
Who actually strangely fit, you know? I was expecting Kasumi before her.
I think if they try to put Kasumi in a spin-off game, Itagaki will come in and just castrate everybody.
Well, Itagaki needs to fucking learn what a dermatologist is before he starts talking shit about
you know
what
what's really
his
funny?
design should be.
What's really funny about Itagaki is, like, basically there was a time when he,
fuck. I need a
walked
parry.
into a giant event and he waited until everyone noticed that he was there, and then once he confirmed that everyone saw him, he just walked out because he didn't like the game.
Well, I mean, you made Devil's Third.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
There's
that,
no
that's
excuse.
You fucked up.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck this.
You know, if that game were good, then I'd be on his side. But no, we already ruled out the fact that you were part of the problem, sir.
You fucked up. It's done.
Yeah. You fucked up in a way that goes beyond what Dead or Alive was before. What iteration of 5 is this?
Last round.
The 12th one? Last round times
He wasn't
4.
on that
I don't
one.
know.
You're
He wasn't on that one though.
You're exaggerating.
I know, but that's
There's
what I'm
only-
saying. But like 4 was the last one he did, so.
Yeah, he worked on 4. And I'm sorry, I don't care what people say. 5 is probably the best right now.
The only problem I have with 5 is just the fact that there's a massive amount of DLC. When you put that aside, it's a decent fighter. It's not a bad game. It's just that the idea of that much DLC is kind of a turn-off, you know.
Spending $100. No, a friend of mine actually bought a
It's
full
actually
season of that
hundreds
fucking
of
DLC.
dollars of DLC.
It's $200.
Yeah.
And that's still not all
One
of
of my
it.
friends spent $100 on that. Yeah.
So people probably are wondering, okay, well, if you're defending that game, then why aren't you defending Street Fighter 5? Major difference.
For what?
All that DLC for Dead or Alive
So
doesn't require you to have it to play the fucking game. That's the difference.
That was some
Okay.
kind of rage right there, dude.
the way you fucking said that, man, the way you clenched your mouth.
Yes, it's that type of frustration, dude. Cross Tekken had the same fucking thing. I remember that game like it was yesterday when they did this shit. The same week that the game dropped.
All right.
They had the gall to release a trailer
Is that all? Is that all the platforms?
No.
No.
It was like, I think one
They
more.
Okay.
released a trailer showing DLC
I'm
for
gonna scout around.
characters
It's probably gonna be in
For
a
a
fucking
game.
rooftop.
that just got released.
Can I definitely say something though? Is
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Found
I would
it.
like you would have continued to talk. I'd be like, I said no.
Okay, just remember, Vimon, this is not entirely the Screw Attack fandom. That is specifically the fandom of those characters. So
You talking about the death battle shit?
He's talking about the death battle shit. Those
Superman
are the people that are
1.
asking that. Not barely any of the Screw Attack fans, I'm sure, are actually doing that. Superman 1.
Yeah. Twice.
On top of that, what was the other one I was thinking of?
That didn't do enough.
What's next? Videl versus Sakura from Street Fighter. Keck.
I mean, you might as well.
Vincent Valentine, I want Dirge of Cerberus. Dirge of Cerberus is terrible.
No. How about the only thing you could do with Dirge of Cerberus is put it in front of your car and run that shit over and over. Fuck that game. Even like you remember that picture I sent you of Marvel vs. Capcom 3? There's another game that should be in the fucking trash can. Pieces.
I thought I didn't even think it would like still be in your trash can. I thought it'd be like at the dump.
It shouldn't even be in my house. But oh wait, it should be. It's a disgrace to even be in my fucking presence.
God.
It's that type of bad. Like, it's so lazy.
If I'm not mistaken, I think there's a special stage finisher in this area. I just gotta lure her to this freaking crate.
Like, think of the shittiest game you've ever played. Not the worst game you've ever seen. The worst game you've ever played.
This is really not good.
It's
so fucking boring.
Final Fantasy 13 is not even that bad.
Wow.
It's not even. It's just boring.
Just wow.
But I'll take boring over functional.
Just you fucking god.
Yeah, the rage is real today.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Me, Darkstream? Or is it me, Art? Is it me?
You're kind of giving me permission to be giving into the rage, so yeah, it is you.
Oh,
there you go. I have a personal crush on you, dude. Get over it.
Do you feel in charge? Of your rage?
No.
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 Yeah, I didn't fucking think so.
Bad game design is what's in charge of that.
Okay. We'll just do that.
You know? It doesn't work.
Elitist.
Oh my god. Oh.
Wait, I think I disabled the fan service in this game. Yes, you can do that.
No.
So basically, the $30 you spent for the game, now we get to play this game for what it's worth.
My dick.
Yeah, which is probably still better than Dirge of Cerberus. In fact, no, I know it's better than Dirge of Cerberus, and I don't even want to play that game he's playing right now.
Which one's enabled? Which one's disabled? Goddamn.
Can I talk to you about our Lord and Savior Redemption?
About Dirge of Saber? What? I can't even talk straight.
Can't even talk straight. You're so fucking mad.
Because of fucking Dirge of Cerberus. What it does to me.
Dude, just Redemption, bro. I think I still have the copy actually up here. Let me go ahead.
You talking about Resident Evil Redemption? I haven't seen it. It looks interesting.
No. I'm talking about the GAC song that you hear at the end of the game, and then you don't even hear it for the final boss scene. But they push that so fucking hard that even at the red and white celebration that they have every year, they actually have that fucking song playing.
It's fantastic.
that is the artist gone. I don't want to fucking talk about this anymore. Boys.
Yeah, that's my catchphrase. I usually use that at work, and most people don't quite understand that it's sarcasm. The ones that do, they kind of just chuckle and laugh. I do that with customers. I'm like, yeah, that's
they laugh at you and agree.
Yeah, right, great, it's fantastic. I kind of stole that from somebody, but he only used it once. I'm like, fuck it, I'm making that mine.
I'm pretty sad right now. I actually can't find Dirge of Cerberus. How am I going to trigger art if I don't have Dirge of Cerberus anymore?
Hey, you're gonna.
No, I can trigger myself. I can look for it.
Are you going to talk about that one article I shared you?
Yeah. Speaking of fan service,
I think I'm gonna put it in my microwave. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hold on, let him
Put it in the
speak.
fucking microwave and watch the sparks fly.
Let our boy speak. He's got some important shit to say.
Our boy.
Yeah, as long as it's not about Dirge of Cerberus, it should be fine.
I spent 30 minutes trying to decide whether or not if I wanted Pinello to be a fucking maid, a ninja. Fuck my life.
Really? And what's her base class again? Thief? Or is that Bonds?
No. It's, what, based off of, like, the fucking license plate? Or licensing system? Because remember, now you have the job system.
Oh wait, they have a job system.
Yeah, the job system that was supposed to be in the fucking original game, but for some reason we didn't get it.
I think it would have already been there.
We're already distracted from the topic at hand.
So, the main thing about it is,
listen to this.
It's this. The director went ahead and recently announced, and one of the articles given to me was, by Darkscream, was that he's probably interested right now in toning down, or he's thinking about toning down the sexuality of the game, and focusing more on other aspects of it, such as like combat system or story.
What game?
Samurai Kagura.
Samurai Kagura.
Okay.
And personally, I'm actually pretty okay with that, given that game's massive statement towards what it's made for anyway.
I don't know. I mean, if it's gonna make the game better, that's fine. I don't really care.
I mean, that's his main thing.
Now, Itagaki, on the other hand.
If he can bump up the game's plot, then I'm all for it, and as compensation.
Itagaki, on the other hand,
because I want like, character, and not what I think.
From you breathing.
Get your head out of the gutter. Get your head out of the ass.
Can't stop me.
Anyways, I got defeat home run chance.
Senpai, please notice me now. You've been noticed. Not your games. I gotta buy it. Don't fucking buy it. It's a waste of money. Real hello. Pinello is a white mage. Bill, stop. I have potions up the ass. So, another thing that I wanted to say was that I think in regards towards the game, the idea of this is that, but let's play devil's advocate because it's what I like to do,
asshole.
so people can beat me up.
Great for team.
I mean, I personally have yet to be super impressed by its storyline. Now, of course, remember that I have barely actually played most of those games, so I'm not in a massive position for full-on criticism.
Well, I have.
Yeah. Then people keep telling me that it's great, but it's...
Am I the only one who understands the complexity of this ambitious gaming masterpiece? This game is stupid!
Because you can play it with one hand. Yeah, we get it. Yeah, such a masterpiece. I get it.
In all fairness, the story is usually better with the 3DS games because the Vita games were meant to be the spin-off series, the guided side stories. Although the second game did not get good reception because of this.
Yeah. The main thing about it is, I mean, I would like to see those actual games that people keep telling, or that some people that I see post saying that it's like a fucking masterpiece or something like that.
Oh, Strike Witches is a great anime. Fuck you.
Yeah. Fucking go eat the baddest part of my dick. But, if you could tell Square Enix right now to bring back an old series people want back, what are you going to yell at them?
Bushido Blade.
Give that.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Bushido Blade.
No, that's not a series. Vagrant Story. Front mission. Shit.
Bushido Blade.
You forgot something, Art, you idiot.
I forgot something?
Yeah,
Bushido Blade.
Not Bushido Blade.
6?
Yes, Bushido Blade.
Hey, Nomura. Actually, no. I would want to go ahead and bring back the Xenogears Saga and give that couple the rights to their game that they should have gotten so they can give us the Star Wars JRPG series that we should have gotten years ago.
Xenogears Saga. That's
Beamon
separate from Xenosaga, right?
Xenogears is separate from Xenosaga. What we received from Xenosaga was basically the first set of lore that is made for episode 1 that kind of explains how that happens, but it's just references than anything. But like the Zohar and all that is part of the original Xenogears. Mostly because I think Xenogears would be a great addition towards gaming design as a whole and storytelling.
Yeah, that's all interesting and all, but who cares? Let's talk about bringing back Bushido Blade.
Now let's talk about how Superman beats Goku again, you know, because that makes me feel good, knowing that someone's triggered at night.
Yeah, fuck moving games as a whole. Who gives a shit about that?
Yeah, Superman beating Goku in some stupid-ass battle that never happened twice.
That was a line.
Yeah, that talk about Jay-Z talking about how the black community should be better prepared for their families and future generations. Fuck that. What did he do with Beyonce?
Yeah. What about
Final Fantasy VI is more than likely to get a remake than Final Fantasy IX. I'm just gonna say that right now.
9. Can we just?
9 is
9 is not a bad game, but it doesn't deserve to be remade. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what's a franchise I want to see dead?
Call of Duty.
No.
Madden.
No.
Madden.
NBA 2K.
No.
Oh, we got a long list of shit. Assassin's
Sonic.
Creed. Oh, Sonic. Well, Sonic's already dead. Sonic's just a fucking zombie. It just doesn't know it's dead.
I'm actually fine with how Sonic Mania is going, so I'm not necessarily gonna ask for murder.
I can't wait for that game to like surprise people in the wrong way.
Well,
It probably won't happen,
it's about
but that'd
damn
be
time.
funny.
It's only been 20 years since they made a decent game.
Bitter ass motherfucker.
Well, fuck you. That franchise is overhyped, and Sega doesn't advertise their other IPs.
I honestly
Like,
can't
what,
say
at this point, they have nothing left at this point.
Yakuza.
That game is like barely overhyped in
Do
comparison.
you really
to
think Sega makes that though?
That is, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, it was secretly
fact,
Arc System Works the whole time.
It'd be funny if it was, because then they would deserve a major fucking lawsuit.
For what?
And I'd hope they'd win. In fact, let's look at that, by the way. Let's see who develops Yakuza right now.
Yakuza?
It's Sega, dude.
Is it really?
Yes.
Hold on.
What's
I
the
know
name
they're
of the
the publisher.
developer studio? Because they publish it.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. What was the last one? Yakuza 6 or Yakuza 0?
6.
Okay. Well, let's take a look. I'm looking this up on my phone, so we might get latency. Oh god, I need another phone. Phone shit.
God, you are such a weird ass bitch.
Developers, Ryuga Gotoka Studio. Developers, Sega. Okay, so I'm not surprised or anything. I just wanted to know for certain.
Do I wanna know?
Why would I bullshit you on that, dude?
No, I didn't think you would bullshit me. It's just that, like,
passionate.
what it is, man, is that if you're gonna say Arc Systems is
Well, I
developing
said
a
that.
game,
I said that
you have to
sarcastically.
specify. No, I'm not you. I'm saying, like, if it were any other game, like, for example, Under Night. There are people that think Arc Systems made that game, but that's not entirely true. French Bread made that.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you didn't know, do research, people wouldn't know that.
Those guys, French bread is like, oh my god.
French bread.
By the way, I'm kind of waiting for the Under Night sequel to come out. They say it comes out later this year.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, I'll actually give them.
God damn it, 2017! Stop giving me good games.
But they said it's cross-server with PS3, so they don't want to leave people out, I guess. How massive them. They did the same thing with Revelator and Sign, like the servers were shared.
Oh really?
And the games played pretty well. I think they did that. They did that with Central Fiction as well. If anyone cares about Blaze Blue,
Not anymore.
I mean, you know, it's not a bad game. I just think
There's a friend of mine that prefers Guilty Gear over Blaze Blue. I think it's just mostly he doesn't play much Guilty Gear.
Well, to be honest, Guilty Gear just, to me, it has more appealing aesthetic. Like, Blaze Blue is very lighthearted, and that's cool and all, but it has a very anime-esque feel. Like, Xrd is the first time Guilty Gear really felt like an anime to me. Before then, it was, the art design was a little darker, and by darker, I mean, like, color-wise, and psychologically, that can give you a different impression how you feel about playing the game.
I still need to play
you remember
Eddie's
level
in what?
in X2? Like, it was called hell, and it was like a pool of blood everywhere.
Oh fuck.
I remember how crazy and uncomfortable that level made me feel. Plus, I've always loved the music in Guilty Gear.
Well, that's the thing though, because Guilty Gear's designs are amazing.
Yeah.
Plus, I love how the character themes really do fit. Like X2, of course they reuse those character themes, but in XR, they're still appropriate. And then stages, yeah. I'm about to basically, you know, give Arc Systems a hand job for Revelator, but I'm sorry, when a game is done right, I'm happy and don't really demand a whole lot. I just want it to function and be interesting. And today's best game developers can't do that right with some of the most popular game franchises, and it pisses me off of how they get so much credibility. It's like, for doing what exactly? What credibility should I be giving Ubisoft for the next sure to be shit Assassin's Creed game?
Man, you really hate that franchise more than I do.
It's gonna be a very short rant, but Assassin's Creed
Ass's weed.
I want that to sink in for a minute. Assassin's Creed Origins. This is like,
we actually didn't get that anytime sooner.
What exactly? Yeah. What is this? The 12th game now? You want to tell an origin story to me? Now?
Yeah.
Veemon's asking you a question, Real.
I thought I answered it, but
no, it's something about nude mods.
Is it? Recommended YouTube delete any video game of nudity. Why now all of a sudden YouTube is okay with DOA nude mods? I think YouTube has, I think in regards to the YouTube and its algorithm, it's not necessarily that it's okay with it, it just hasn't bothered to really do anything about that yet. Especially, say for instance, is like false DMCA strikes, and on top of that, React channels that are actually doing illegal shit. That is illegal to do, and that is actually breaking their rules. But those channels are not destroyed because YouTube doesn't want to do anything about it.
I fucking hate those channels. I really fucking hate those channels. Yeah.
React channels.
I didn't like the fact that they tried to copyright that shit. That was so stupid.
No, there's different types. No, not those.
They are supposed to.
Not those.
No, I know that, but I didn't like the fact that was even a thing.
The brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, we're not talking about those.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about you're talking about the literal React channels.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just bringing up the fact that that was ever a thing. I'm like, really? Why? Like, you really want to take the lowest fucking denominator?
Because they're lazy.
Videos? Yeah, they're nothing to do. I do like the fact that Casey Tron made a video about that made fun of it. Like, it was a video of her reacting to her reacting to her reacting.
Holy shit!
To her reacting. It
that
is
a
like a
brutal ass combo.
But here's the thing: is like because React channels are actually breaking the law. They're not adding anything on that actually counts as massive amounts of criticism. This is also why streaming is kind of a gray area about this as well.
Am I supposed to go down? No.
But on top of that,
give me a juror that can emphasize him before July.
Yeah, because of this, I think what was it? Grade AIDS video actually is really well done in regards to the React channels and how that algorithm should be held up because those rules are not being held up. In regards to those channels, because they are breaking the law, they are doing, they are going ahead and doing all this shit. And believe me, they make a lot of money.
All right, time to go into super mode.
What do you mean, how?
They make a lot of money because they're getting ad revenue. Now this is before the ad.
Yeah, and then with YouTube.
But the main thing about it was that some of them were claiming that they weren't making any money, but that's not true because they have millions of viewers. They would have millions of viewers, or at least hundreds of thousands of viewers, which is still actually a very good amount of viewership in terms of money to go out and watch their videos.
I went even further beyond.
In this to go. Oh, did you land it? Aw.
Did you land the 70-hit combo?
Shut up.
Listen, video games with pre-order bonuses of content you rather have in the game anyways, and
oh, you mean like cross-second?
And $70 season passes.
We can shit on that too if you want.
And $70 season passes, that's a dead horse, are the way to make video games now. Thanks for reminding me, asshole.
I'm really sorry about that, because when you told me about that, I was shocked. I'm like, so let me get this straight. Out of all that money, they make sure that you still have to give them more money to play the fucking game.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
Some dirty shit, man.
I don't need noob mods to enjoy a game. I'm not petty.
I am.
That's your problem.
I'm not really that petty.
Okay, let me say this. Asking Bill to agree with you, I think, is the worst thing you could possibly do. But by all means. Bill does what he can.
What? Is that a joke I'm missing, or?
No, Bill is our actual king shit poster.
Okay.
Also, our number one.
Is Mike just the loud troll of the three?
In a way.
But
yeah.
No, don't tell him that. But
thank you.
Yeah,
he knows I want to be a troll so bad. Am I really a troll? Go ahead and evaluate that now. No.
No. Otherwise, you would have made.
Am I just obnoxious?
I can be nice, you fucking second.
What?
That's as good as like, hey, watch your fucking mouth.
Available at your local. Available at your local Amber Krabby and Fitch. You shitting thing.
Oh my god. A real Walmart.
Okay.
I forgot. What the hell were we talking about?
I don't know.
We were mostly talking about
Cerberus.
God, how do I?
No.
I'm trying to remember. How the fuck did I?
We were talking about nude mods. The thing, nude mods to me are just an irrelevant thing that people go ahead and do. There's nothing bad about it, but there's nothing anything like great about it. If you're totally, it's like asking me if it's like asking me, oh hey, should we have porn and everything? It's not that I'm firmly against the idea of having porn and everything. It's just
it takes away from the art design.
I totally forgot how to go into burst mode.
It's fucking it's trivial shit.
I should be able to whack off the Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. I should be able to.
You can do that already. God damn it.
Okay, that's how you do it.
But I want to pay for it and put it in my system. You know?
You can
what's wrong with that? I am an entitled fan, and I deserve to have what I'm asking for.
Deserve the respect. Yeah, I'm
I deserve the respect to be able to whack off respectfully. What? Yeah, man, there really are people that go that far too.
I'm sure. Humans never cease to amaze me.
You know, people that go on and
Speaking
on
of
about,
humans,
like, oh, man,
I'm only 2 episodes
so
in the Castlevania Netflix series. Is it wrong for me to be on Dracula's side in this one?
How is that?
Don't tell him that it's good. You'll give him hope.
I hear it's good.
No, it's complete dog shit.
Is it really?
just like Spider-Man, it's like it's terrible.
Oh my god, where's my gun? Wait, no, I'll just kill myself with the cigarette. That's even better. I'll
Don't let him know.
He pops it in the disc. Like in a fucking disc tray, and then all of a sudden he's just like fucking. You see Redemption playing. Just
you know what? There is one fucking thing about Dirge of Cerberus that's good. One thing. The intro. You know what's the best part about the intro? You don't even have to fucking pick up the controller. Ass. No, you don't even have to pick up the fucking controller. You just watch
my
it,
god, what the fuck?
And then turn off the PS2.
Pretend
this never happened.
What? What did I do?
What's this? What's this fucking seraph bullshit here? What's this seraphim crap?
I don't know. Apparently she can turn into a freaking demon thingy. I don't know.
That's a seraphim.
I don't know why she can do that, but she can.
Yeah. Call Sephiroth. Tell him he has a lawsuit in his hands. Oh wait, he's
he only
dead.
has one wing. He's not even a fucking Seraphim angel, dude.
It was supposed to be called Seraphim, though.
I know what Seraphim is. I played Tales
Yeah,
of
it
Symphonia.
Even though, to be honest, safer Sephiroth, I'm actually okay with that. I thought it was very strange, but I think at first I thought they were going for a tongue twister phrase.
Let me respond to this because this is actually a really fun question to answer.
All right.
Because there's a lot of things about this, but I'm gonna say one thing first, and I'm gonna say the other thing second. Because Otis actually asked a really good question. First things first from Vmon. Darkstream, you would know, is Kasumi versus Jin Kazama fair?
No.
I don't think it's a relevant fucking thing.
Me neither.
Does he get to transform to devil form?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because if the answer is no, then yeah, it is fair. If not, then no, it's not.
It's not even
He
about
deserved
fair.
to get his ass beat.
The only reason why, dude, Miguel fucking kicks his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like Miguel, but isn't the whole point of that character?
He doesn't like him because I play as him.
No, I don't have a problem with Miguel. He's cool. It's whatever.
He just thinks of Jin's.
You just said 5 seconds ago you don't like Miguel, so fuck you, you hypocrite.
Well, that doesn't mean I hate Miguel. Look, it's either I gotta pick him or Lars. I've made my choice. Okay? I've made my choice. Miguel's not a Mishima, and at least he has some type of personality that's likable. Lars is literally just another fucking character in my mind that's just there. Like, well, I have taste. I'm not playing one of the Mishimas, the main Mishimas.
Except reality.
You're playing a Mishima. Just let it go. This character was designed to defeat Jin, and at this point, nobody even really plays standard Jin anymore. Throw away whatever that you had if you were still playing Jin and go to Devil Jin, okay? Because you know you want to.
Our buddy Alex still plays default Jin.
Well, he loves Jin as a character, though, so I can accept that.
Why?
We're talking about
He's a
tier
shithead.
wars.
He brought the country into, he brought the whole world into World War III just so he could summon a demon that might disable the whole Devil Gene thing. Spoilers.
Yeah, that was
it
stupid.
fucking
That was
didn't.
What's there? It's why I didn't buy Tekken 6. No wonder.
Okay. So the next thing on this bit is what Otis said, which is, why do people throw a hissy fit over anything remotely sexual in video games when they're literally okay with everything else? Everything else being capitalized, of course, for further effects.
Because video game is a big medium.
No, I don't think that.
I firmly agree on that.
I don't completely disagree.
Here's the reason why. Yeah.
Go ahead.
You said you don't agree on it, and now you're not. What do you want?
Well, when you spoke further into it, I thought about what you said. I'm like, well, he does have a point there.
So, because here's the thing, and Darcy's very right about this, is that it's a competing medium right now, and right now, it's very strange, but I do agree with the notion that nerd culture right now is actually being under attack because it's growing so immensely, and it's being way more widely acceptable towards this kind of thing. And sexuality is one of the big is the next big leap, because remember, the first thing that hit video games was violence, or one of the first things.
Violence was the first thing, and then realism.
And the realism with the GTA thing. And what happened was that this went on for years, just as long as this. Some people, I have arguments. One of the people that I know, who I hold near and dear, I never thought would believe that video game violence actually is violent, and it's already been disproven that it doesn't. There's some sense of aggression, but that's it. The numbers are so low, it's deemed inconclusive to anyone with a brain.
You know, the thing that really bothers me about that, they always want to be like, well, we need to do another study. It's like, why? So you can get the results you want?
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly that. Because they don't want to accept the fact of the matter that they have essentially spoken bullshit for the amount of years that they are, primarily because, one, they have created this notion into an ideology, and
a very
people
strange
will stick to their
notion,
ideology. It's very disturbing and hypocritical as well. Because if that's the case, then books have to fucking go off the shelves. Comic books have to go off the shelves.
But
D&D has to
Simon,
go off the shelves.
no one reads anyway. What would the difference be?
Hey man, do you have to do that thing again?
What thing?
God damn you.
Pages.
Fucking,
Oh,
let me
that?
get my
Hang on.
photos.
Where is it? Hang on.
No, hold on. No, he's right.
No,
They
okay,
need
man.
this.
No, dude, no. Let me get my...
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
Pages.
I just thought that joke was funny. It had to be doing twice.
I
But
didn't
anyways,
think it
you were
would
saying.
be that funny, to be honest. I was just doing it to be sarcastic.
You were saying
but
I
actually
was.
pretty funny.
That being said, I was invested in what Real was saying. That's why I wasn't talking much.
Yeah, go ahead, Simon.
But the main thing, dude, let me throw out my fucking player's handbook then, shit. But,
God.
tons of reading with it. But yeah, violence was the big fucking thing about it, and that we beat it. That was the first thing we managed to beat. I think that's the biggest victory that video games definitely had, was the violence notion that video games causes violence. No one's arguing this shit to the degree that Jack Thompson did. Okay,
Yeah, Jack Thompson can fuck off and die forever.
He's pretty much considered.
There's a name I haven't heard in a while.
And I'm sure he's very desperate to reclaim that sense of 15 minutes of fame, as Andy Warhol perfectly put it. And now the next thing is the sex thing, because on top of that, sex in games was a very moot thing. That because games were once again considered just a limited medium at the time. It wasn't as big as movies or anything. Now it is. So why not decide to go ahead and attack the next big thing, and try to put it down? And now there's this whole thing with the Anita Sarkeesian thing. Now, honestly, I believe that one of the biggest contributors, one of the biggest contributors to this is the news media. And this isn't me like doing some anti-CNN thing or anything like that, because
Blowing shit out of proportion.
This is more of just what I have seen off of the reports throughout the years of, you know, the news media and their coverage of video games, because it's a massive thing. Because the people that definitely at the time, especially for kids that were getting into it, were the parents. And the parents go ahead and read this, and they don't do much research. They really don't.
Nope. My dad can attest to that. You know, my mom was like, "You should just
step away."
My mom's like, "You shouldn't buy Mortal Kombat 3," and then my dad get for Christmas. I couldn't find a football game, so here's Mortal Kombat 3, and that's where everything went wrong.
No, where everything went wrong, huh?
Yep.
You gotta love ignorance. Sometimes it works out for the best, you know. Sometimes. Am I not correct about that? You're very quiet.
Well, we're fighting in a closed space. This woman just won't throw in the towel.
Oh, okay, I thought I said something to offend you. Never mind.
I don't even think Real's here to read that quote. Vmon says, "Real, the soccer mom I talked to complained about nudity games as she would caught her son whacking to..."
Yeah, I think he had stepped away for a minute. I don't know. Oh shit!
I apologize.
Nigga, I found candy in my room. I forgot about this candy.
Oh shit!
I hid it from myself from everyone else. It's a really good kind.
If anyone cool
it's
remembers
strawberry
that
flavored Welch's.
Let me say this. If you're cool, then you'll understand my excitement when I say, "Oh shit! I found a bag of Milky Ways." That was back when Amnesia was funny. That was really good. Like some guy says that, and the guy just uses shit. So anyway, what was the coverage of news media and video games? Because the news media definitely went ahead and covered a lot about the potentials of video game violence and all that kinds of things. But then once that was really starting to be disproven, they never really covered this. They pushed it out.
Yeah, because they didn't have weight to fall on.
Well,
they didn't have any examples to cite and go, here's proof that you're wrong.
It's not this. Here's the thing, Art. Say for instance you're in news curriculum right now, okay? Mm-hmm. If you are running a business entirely based off of being a reliable source of information, and you find out that the information that you have is wrong after you go ahead and have said for about, what was it, like 2 years they went on about this? Or like fucking, was it, no. They went on about it for like a year about this shit. about video game violence, that it doesn't matter whether or not you believe it's true or not. You showed it out on news media. People now believe this. Do you think that it is financially safe to admit that you might have made a mistake, even if you're not really saying that you are, but that's how it's going to be taken?
That'd be a career ender. That would be a career ender if you were honest.
Absolutely not. And that's why their covers are such a problem, and why most likely now this is an amateurish analysis. You can take it as it is or find me unreliable if you want. I'd personally prefer you find me unreliable and research it yourself. But based off of the shit that I have seen, that is my assumption, is they don't want to do it because that would mean they would have to admit that they have reported falsely on this, because they reported on the notion that it was true. They didn't show two sides of the same coin. They basically reported it by blatantly saying that it was true.
I got some bad news.
And because of that, yeah,
with no credentials on it.
We lost connection. No, I'm just kidding. But I do have some other bad news. The stream is no longer interested in talking about sexy things. They just want to talk about games that are coming out this year. So we have to switch subjects.
You want to move on, or?
Yeah.
Even though this is interesting, you want to move on, or?
Yeah.
What games are coming out this year? Let's put this to the side for a moment.
Yeah. I find it interesting, but I think the stuff I'm interested in is too boring.
Yeah, it's just too smart and boring, you know. Black people don't want to hear about that.
I hate to say it, but if you're not laughing every 2 or 3 minutes, you're not gonna, you know. Yeah, not to say that I couldn't do it, Simon, but
I would like to do it.
If he gave me the scripts, I can spice it up to be funny.
I mean, it'd be too black for you if I wrote it, but, you know.
Nothing's too black for Darkstream. People can't even tell whether or not if he's black until they actually see his face.
This is the same guy that shit on Killer Instinct, by the way.
Who, me?
That was really funny.
I actually watched that video yesterday. I'm like, God, I was just vicious in this video.
There is another Simon Cogrick game I'm looking forward to that's coming out next month.
You know the remote control of my TV that I threw in that video? I still don't know where that remote is. I don't know where that remote is now. The TV's not in this room anymore.
TNA is literally no longer TNA. It's all I've got.
Yes, Peach Beast Slash. That's a game I'm looking forward to. Boy, TNA dies so Matt Hardy can be broken once again. Delete. 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 Delete.
You know what
delete.
I heard? Kane is running for mayor.
No. Well, The Rock's running for president, and at this point, sure.
Is he really?
Yeah. He registered.
Oh my God. Yay. So now we can look forward to The Rock, Oprah Winfrey, and Kanye West for the next election. Man.
Oh, man, I don't want Oprah to
be fucking circle jerk.
I don't want Oprah to be president.
I don't either, but come on now. She probably will win overwhelmingly. I don't even know what her policy would be. Would it be give black people reparations?
Okay.
I hate to say this, but that'd be a disastrous idea.
What, reparations?
I'm bored taking care of that dumb bitch.
We don't have the economy to do that anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Like giving a bunch of people a bunch of money, not a good idea. Not good. Especially when they're not going to do anything interesting with it. They're going to blow the fucking money. I mean, a whole nother topic I don't want to get into, but I thought this for myself.
No.
God damn it, Yomi and her goddamn bean sprouts. Speaking of pre-order bonuses, I'm pissed off that the upcoming WWE game is like, Kurt Angle's in it, yay, but you have to pre-order, fuck you.
Well, at least the pre-order bonus isn't John Cena or some shit.
Like, yeah, here's the chain gang version of him. They're like, oh, you mean when he actually wasn't that relevant?
Nah, that version's in WWE 2K13.
Oh my god, dude. I can't stand
I don't hate him anymore.
They're really trying to make him like the current
No.
Hulk Hogan. It's like,
Well, you are way out of the zeitgeist because they're trying to push Roman Reigns now, and nobody is having that shit. Nobody.
Reigns?
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh my god, ugh. That's even worse.
Yeah. I miss Cena already.
I mean, when CM Punk left, who wasn't the best wrestler, but I liked him to some degree, I just kind of shrugged my shoulders. I'm like, well, I sure hope that if anybody comes in new, that it will at least be better or close enough, you know?
Yeah, I'm not much of a talker, more of a fighting clothes ripper. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Speaking of which, what is it with our clothes? Why do they always explode right off? Oh, shit, they're getting self-aware!
Oh no, we gotta... No, someone stop this.
Somebody stop them.
So don't keep going, we gotta keep getting down on, don't let him go.
It's almost like...
What?
It's almost like some strange power out there stepping in and making them come off.
No.
They're called hands, dude. Yeah, you have two of them.
Too deep.
Hands? What?
Oh.
Like hand job or no? Oh.
Nah, man.
Oh,
Thousand
Have
hand
a seat.
bitch
way
slap.
too close.
God, there's too many fucking games coming out. I'm gonna go broke. I'm gonna go broke.
This year?
Yeah.
Are they really all coming out this year?
Yeah. Well, actually, Ni no Kuni 2 got delayed to January, which I actually breathed a sigh of relief from that.
I haven't even played the first one. I heard it was good though.
The first one's so good, but it spikes in difficulty really high.
Well, so what you're saying is that I'm gonna be banging my head against the wall
No.
for different
It's really
reasons.
fun though.
Well, no, like I'm used to banging my head against the wall for video games because of how frustratingly badly designed it is.
No, it's not.
Like Sonic
It's been a while.
06.
It's been a while that since I've banged my head against the wall for how hard the fucking game is.
Do you know who made that game, dude?
Didn't Studio Ghibli work on that?
No. Studio Ghibli was part of the illustration design, but you know who actually made it?
No.
The Dark Cloud guys. The White Man
That's
Chronicles
why it
and
looks
Dark
like
Cloud.
it. Ah.
Yeah, they are really good.
You know, I never played those games. I hear they're good.
You can get Dark Cloud 1 and Dark Cloud 2 actually on PlayStation 2 for PS4. You can get them right now if you want. They're only $10.
Oh, Wins has got an interesting thing to say. So yeah, Sword Art had fallen even farther. Oh, do tell.
Wow.
Do tell.
Sword Art Online
Sargon.
original scale director teases Blu-ray may show Asuna's nipples. Huh. That's it?
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's it?
Wait, what? I don't
There's like a scene where people got really fucking mad about where like Asuna basically gets horribly molested and potentially raped.
That was the end of the second arc.
Yeah.
the beginning of your nightmare, huh?
Yeah, basically. There's ordinal scale. That wasn't the movie, right?
That was the movie, yeah. That was the one with the freaking augmented reality bullshit.
Yeah, what I heard was
You know, it's like Denicoil, but not as interesting.
Yay, because you know that's what I look for in life.
Yeah.
Oh, am I still playing as Miyabi? Why can't I play as Actually, why am I playing as Miyabi? Oh, I already did this mission, that's why.
I thought you didn't know
I
that.
was about to say.
What are you aborting for? Keep fighting. Come on.
No,
man.
man.
Maybe this will help you. Hang on.
Don't flip them books. God damn it.
God, it smells so good too. It's factory fresh.
I know. It's
Oh,
You know what I mean?
God.
It means I didn't read it. Yes, I will.
The worst kind of black guy.
Oh, shut up. It's Batman under the Red Hood. I'll read it eventually.
Oh, that was...
It's a
Oh.
fucking comic book.
Yes, it's a comic
No.
book, but I have an actual book over here.
Nigga, the
Hey,
first
guys,
one that I
guys,
did
guys, guys.
Works of H.P. Lovecraft. Get that shit out of my face.
H.P. Lovecraft. What should I start on, honestly?
That's a manga,
just buy the-
motherfucker.
Just buy the new annotated H.P. Lovecrafts, and fuck you. Manga's filled in with nothing but pictures. I got letters, motherfucker. That's all there is.
Pictures and letters. You mean
Pictures and letters.
like a book?
No, it's not a book.
I said that as if I don't know what a book is.
Wait, Bill wants us to shut the fuck up for a second.
Oh my god.
Why?
I don't know, I think he's doing some... Black people know how to read.
Well,
Secret Talent.
they
Just
do.
seen that
They just don't
coming.
go to school.
Art, we gotta abort, man. Secret's out.
They do know how to read. They just don't go to school.
Art, you fucking idiot. Don't fucking tell me that shit.
Okay, I know it's supposed to be a secret because of the Illuminatis.
God fucking take off your Art.
Huh?
What are these books which you speak of? Shit.
Book. Yeah. What? I've never even heard of that.
There used to be words in these things?
There's some words in here.
Dark screen. You said words. What are you doing?
This nigga's hookah I want.
Oh my god, dude.
Can I gambit now?
From X-Men Origins?
Speaking of Sonic, Nintendo Life made a video about him not liking Sonic Forces and he got bashed the shit for it.
Wait, who did what about bashing Sonic Forces?
I don't know, some stupid
What?
YouTube
You
channel.
did? You bashed them, or
That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
what?
Fucking Sonic fans they're looking at Sonic Forces and not thinking that it's probably going to be bad.
Is that the game where you can create your own fucking character?
Yes.
Yeah, you know who's really should be buying that game?
Don't
All
say
the
it.
furries on DeviantArt.
We've already been making these DeviantArt jokes.
I know. I'm just making it again to make myself feel better.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some ice cream after I eat some chili.
Please don't say anything
Cry.
about food. I'm actually really hungry right now and I got nothing to eat.
Okay, nothing about food, like Pocky.
Shut up.
Pocky. The fuck is wrong with you? Is it strawberry flavored?
No, I got the cookies and cream one. They're not bad. The chocolate regular is a good one.
Sorry about that.
Eat 'em, nigga.
Yeah, when I found out there was
Eat
strawberry,
French
I'm like, oh,
fries.
it's
Freedom
alright. Larry
fries.
was the one that introduced me to that shit.
Fans will ride your ass unless.
Speaking of which, I never did tell that story about the PS3. Maybe I did to Simon, but Darkscreen knows it better than anybody. Cause oh god.
Oh boy.
So that night that we hung out together, I bought my 360.
Yep.
Okay.
I bought 2 games that were released on that same night: Call of Duty: World of War and Gears of War 2. World of
Okay.
War was a good game; it was all right. Gears of War 2, well, it kind of got old after a little while. Wasn't a bad game.
Done.
So
No, that was the
I
third one.
talked to my friend Larry at the time. You know, he was my roommate. And he's like, "Oh, you like the PS Triple?" Because I told him I was going to make a decision. And I just kind of shook my head. I'm like, "Nah, man, I got the 360." He's like, "Why didn't you get the PS Triple?" I'm like, he calls it the PS Triple.
Yeah, of course, that's what...
Mind you, this is like a year or so after the system has come out. The 360 has taken over.
PlayStation Triple.
There's no, like, Metal Gear Solid
Oh.
4 was about to come out.
Fucking Jesus.
So I'm just like, nah, man. Like, PS3 is just a big black mirror. This is the old design of the PS3, by the way.
What did you end up doing, Art? With all the fucking, what did you end up saying had a shit ton of games to play at the end of the fucking generation, Art? Which console was it? Was
Moving on, Simon.
PS3.
Moving on. I bought the system based upon what was out at the time. And there really were no games for the PS3. It took a little while for it to
True.
come out.
PS3 had him. PS3 has no games for all those cool guys who know what I'm talking about.
Man,
Oh, they don't have any shooters?
Don't be such a shit stain. You're defending Larry here, and this guy is a fucking Naruto fanboy.
No,
he
was also a console loyalist too.
He got so
PS3 has no games because,
he got so
he was
upset.
a Naruto fan?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
He got so upset when I said Naruto was a terrible series.
He was really mad. He won't ever talk to you again. I heard that shit too. He was trying to be nice. He was like, I would like Billy, but he want to talk shit about Naruto. I'm like, fuck that nigga. I'm like, goddamn, okay.
This is the first I heard of that. That's the first I heard of that.
I mean, those aren't the literal words, but I mean, that's something he'd say.
Fucking shit.
And I was just shocked that he was that mad. I'm like, really? Because I'd already gone through the I'm an anime fanboy phase. By the time I met Darkstream, like I was on the let's shit on Sonic phase.
Yeah.
I had already gone through the I'm a Sonic fanboy phase. So once you
to be fair,
paint a picture for people to become a cynical curmudgeon like me, the phases you go through are as follows.
Curmudgeon.
You go through the console loyalty phase. Hello?
Yeah.
You go through
I'm here.
console loyalty phase. And then, after that's over, you go through your anime loyalty phase. And when that's over, whatever is left of your childhood that you did not experience, you go through that one last time, and you begin to like it, and the last thing you liked, you begin to hate. And for what that was for me was Sonic. I really liked Sonic. But when Sonic Heroes came out, well, it was not a good game.
It's like what those song lyrics said, what goes up must come down.
And to be honest, that was a good time to drop out because of the last game I played to hate Sonic forever was going to be Sonic 06. Holy shit, I'd be yelling right now.
I don't think, like, I'm a fucking Sonic fan, and man, it is a hate yourself relationship. Like, if you do not despise yourself for liking Sonic, you are a poor misdemeanor good person. But god fucking damn.
I mean, it's not so bad as long as you can accept that Sonic 06.
It's just the fucking abuse of that the Sonic fan base deals with. It's like being in a bad abusive relationship. You keep making bullshit up in order to fucking tell yourself that it's not that bad of a relationship while that person's fucking...
Oh, she exploded.
He's used this very same example to describe Sonic fans as well, and he's right. Because, I mean, it's a very...
It's exactly that.
Alex is kind of like that too. I just realized that he does have that characteristic about how he likes Sonic. He's like he wants to like it, but the reality is that you have to accept the fact that it's just not good. It's just you don't have to be. Yeah.
Wait. Did he go through the 5 stages of death while accepting that game was shit?
All the ones I went through.
No, we were actually talking about this in the beginning of the EDF stream before you showed up, where I was
I think he played 06. I think 06 was his first Sonic game, so maybe you should talk to him.
What?
That game, for me, dude, since I didn't play it, it was more of an experience, and even watching it, I just felt violated watching 2006. Why? Because I played the demo of the fucking game. And the demo was great.
For what?
The game, on the other hand.
Sonic 06?
Yeah. The original demo of 06 was...
I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. What are people talking about how shit it is?
Great.
No, I played that demo. It was such a fucking bugged mess.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, the bouncer effect is a real thing. If anybody knows what I'm talking about.
Fuck.
You mean the hit beat 'em up game, The Bouncer?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the game that. I mean, why does he look like Squall? I don't know. But anyway.
I always thought he kind of looked like Sora.
This Tetsuya Nomura.
Well, this Tetsuya Nomura, like all they fucking look the same. But anyway.
I'm tired of them.
Oh my god, dude. No. The
That's
Bouncer
right.
was a
Run, you
game
little bastards.
that the demo. You remember those kids? You remember Demo Disc? You remember that?
Good night.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I had a huge collection of those for PlayStation Magazine.
long ago, there used to be these things called game magazines, and people would read, right?
Our fan
my
base
brother
ain't
and
that
we,
young.
We stole Demo Disc from them. We don't care. Fuck Walmart. But you know, you couldn't charge us for that because it was supposed to be part of the free shit. So that game was going there, and demo discs were fun back then because you never knew what you were gonna get, even whenever you had a listing. There was always like strange games that you just never heard of that would sometimes be on there. And that's how we knew about video games if we weren't reading, because we didn't have the internet to really rely on until about 2002 or so.
Yeah.
Sonic 06, well, excuse me, I'm talking about the Bouncer. Bouncer was not a demo that I played until years later, and I couldn't understand why the reviews for it were so low until I saw the game in play, which was after I'd already played the demo. And a lot of people mentioned is like, how is this game so bad?
Yeah,
and then, which also makes me wonder, I'm like, was the demo ever really illustrating something to be good in the first place? Were we just delusional? Was it really bad the entire time?
Honestly, I really miss
say.
demos.
I do too.
I think demos, because I don't think people will be as fucked with demos, but it's hard for me to say because demos.
They're like snack cakes, dude. You can't go wrong.
Actually, you can. It's called a bullshot because you can still bullshot demos.
Yes, you can.
What do you mean?
And that has happened multiple times. Do you know what bullshotting is?
Explain it briefly to me.
It's pretty much lying, like showing off features or content that's not in the game at all. For example,
Resident Evil 5 then.
Two words: Colonial Marines.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Game up?
Colonial Marines was just one giant bullshit.
I actually saw that game. I can't even believe that shit was approved to be released.
Because
like, it is really that type of fucking bad.
That's the thing. That's exact, because it's a very solid example of of how this whole bullshit industry, I wouldn't say got started, but really started getting called out for its shit.
Yeah. Colonial Marine. God, that's such a bad game. That's a whole nother level of bad. That's like Bowl. I love how the
game was such a disaster. Like the developers and publishers were pointing fingers at each other.
Oh, you know who's not Paul? Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. That's all I got.
Oh, you know who isn't though? Who's still fucking going ahead and telling people that he's not sorry? The fucking one of the main creators of it. I forget his name, but he actually went ahead.
The guy of Gearbox.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot his.
The guy that fucked up Borderlands 2 with all the DLC?
No, he's the one that fucked up Colonial Marines, and he still has yet to apologize for it because he thinks that he's done nothing wrong with the
yeah, I guess Hitler didn't do anything wrong either. Yeah. Good. Whatever. Oh my god. Yeah, like why? Why do you make shitty games and not accept responsibility for your actions?
Yeah, digital homicide.
We're men here with reasonable intelligence, and we still can accept.
Yeah, reasonable.
When we fuck up. He failed on a massive fucking level, and no one's accepting responsibility. Nobody.
It's bullshit, and they go, "Well, I'm fucked."
Well, fuck. What do you want me to do?
Because the thing is also, like, review scores is also another major thing as well.
God, do I hate that. Do I hate that part of the industry with a passion after I found out.
Review scores at this point are so moot. They used to matter like 20 years ago.
To us, yes, but to fucking game developers who need bonuses, not really.
Yeah. No, I hate
where the game came into play.
Because it's very bad.
Yeah.
And
that's how Gamergate kind of started, but, you know, it just spiraled way out of control. It spiraled way out of control once the feminists got involved. I'm like, okay, so they don't even know what to fight for anymore. Great. They've eaten themselves.
Well, that was the thing, because, like, Gamergate had stayed the same throughout what it was doing. It was just calling out bullshit when it saw it. But
yeah.
It was very
I liked it when it was just that.
It was very disturbing. Well, I mean, it always has been that. But the thing about it was, in regards to, what was it? The gamers are dead thing. And the massive fucking art set of articles.
Oh, that. I remember that. That was very disturbing.
Yeah, it was very disturbing to see all of these articles pop up at this very strange, convenient same time. From like
they even had a law. They even had a Law and Order episode to try and further seal that.
I just want to go on record. It's since then Ice-T kind of apologized for that episode, so. Actually, yeah, he was in that episode, and he said the cringiest dialogue in that episode. Remember?
I know that, but oh my god! But
I mean, yeah, I don't put the blame entirely on him, but dude, Ice-T,
he was a factor.
Ice-T, you were a character in GTA San Andreas. You were in video games. You should probably know what the culture is like.
That's true. He plays video games.
I don't know about that, because I think I would still hear the same thing from Kiefer Sutherland if he was all of a sudden told about this shit.
I wonder if he knew what was happening before it happened.
Because
the way I think about it, I don't think somebody like him, not to question his intelligence or anything, would know the PR surrounding that whole fiasco.
I think because the thing about it is, I'm gonna say this. I think Sargon has it pretty much set up. That has one way of putting it. But my main thing is this: is that I think a lot of people were misinformed. I admittedly was horribly misinformed about Gamergate and what that happened.
Yeah, you and I were.
I didn't know about, say, for instance, the what was it? The journalists.
The Zoe Quinn shit.
No. And I recently read that post, and it makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, see, now you understand the things I couldn't really illustrate that well to you.
God
so,
but that was
it's a very different conversation we're going to have now.
I don't want to talk about this.
We won't be on it long.
It was Game Journal Pro. So that was it. That shit. Once I heard about that, was when I was kind of like that. Okay.
Remind me what that is again?
That was the list of people that were all journalists in the game industry, and they were all talking about, the gamers are dead articles. That is exactly where it came from. It got so echo chambery and painfully. I'm not gonna put the leftist shit in there, but basically it was just so horribly colluded that there was no sense of ethics, and multiple people. Some of them were developers, but most of them were actually just journalists. A lot of them left because they said that it just got really poisonous.
Yeah, because I mean, how do you follow up with that type of PR? Like, it's PR that's basically condemning a whole category of people that just play video games. More importantly, this is your main demographic.
It's strange. It is strange as me. I don't want to fucking get too much about this, since I know the Dark Streams really don't want to do this, but
no, I don't.
He's burying his face in shame. Sorry.
It's not that.
Well, I try to avoid the politics, but
to avoid that on this,
yeah,
it is.
You had to bring that dumb shit here.
With Gamergate, we haven't talked about that in years.
Yeah, there's a reason, because it's irrelevant now.
Well, now it is, yeah. Thanks, feminists.
People are trying to make it irrelevant.
No, not people. Just one person. Just one person who got fucking fame for it.
Monday, Matt.
No, asshole. I was talking about Zoe Quinn.
Oh yeah, she'd fuck off.
But
it's like if Alex Maurer wants if the situation persists or it dies down. It's like if Alex Maurer wants to get fucking Sid Alpha, wants to keep bringing up Sid Alpha, like 2 years down the line.
fuck, that will drive me insane about that kind of thing. Cause
is that Final Fantasy 12? Hold on.
Yeah.
I see a game back here. Is that Final Fantasy 12? I see it says Square Enix on it. Oh my god. No.
God, why couldn't the main character
Yeah.
be a fucking bunny girl?
Why can't the main
Because
he's cool as shit.
Tetsuya Nomura. That's why. Go cry to
No,
him
actually,
and give him your
no,
money.
Actually, no, it wasn't because of Tetsuya Nomura on this, because he actually wasn't the main character designer on this.
Yeah, he is, Simon. Yeah, he is.
No,
Blame
he's
Tetsuya
not.
Nomura. We'll all feel better. We'll feel better
Look, dude,
if we blame him.
I may like blaming Tetsuya Nomura for a lot of things, but the thing is that the shit I blame him for is because it actually is his fault. I don't need to make bullshit.
I know.
People. You said
Vaughn
shit.
should have never been made, though.
Vaughn should never have been made.
We can agree on that.
But especially because like all these people were like in their fucking late 20s. Like Baltier is like 25 right now.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
Wasn't he and Fran supposed to be the main characters originally?
It was like it was Baltier or Bosch.
Yeah. I
No,
liked the
no,
direction
the
it was going originally.
The story was that that Vaughn was gonna have a completely different character design that's somewhat resembles Bosch, but then they pandered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Final Fantasy X just had to be a good game. Okay. Yeah. No. He looks exactly like Titus's fucking gay cousin. He does, man. Goddamn. The vest is higher than actual gay people. You're really trying to drive that edge out, aren't you? I cannot find Injustice 2. That's really sad. I'm mad about that. I can't even play Sub-Zero like I paid for. Not really. Yeah. But no, I kind of do want to find that game. It was in one spot. I don't know where it is now.
Which game?
Injustice 2.
Injustice 2. Oh, did you? Oh, right, you have.
God, I fucking hate playing as Kafuru.
It's actually not bad. It's actually pretty interesting. I actually sold Ninjag the notion that it's worth playing. All I had to say was, it's like a 3D game. And, now he wants to play it now. I know who I'm gonna play. Oh, Batman, Robin, and Sub-Zero, and Raid. I'm like, yeah, okay. Just go ahead and buy the Ultimate Edition, dude.
Just fucking. Why don't you just give them more of your money? Even though Warner Brothers is fucking awful.
Yeah. And meanwhile,
Yeah,
you'll
they
be
are.
hearing Scarecrow wins over and over again, dude.
Oh, you wish.
I mean, I play Scarecrow, so. That's the ironic part. All Batman characters in this play, except for Sub-Zero. I like the redesign, though. Jim Lee did it.
Alright, so it was Jim Lee who did it. Good.
Yeah, the same design from Scorpion.
Scorpion, which was also a pretty good design.
Yeah, I do like the fact that they really kind of fleshed those characters out. Well,
So, do I think Shenmue 3 is gonna pull through? I'm gonna have to say this, but no.
no, I don't think so either. Does anyone even still care about Shenmue 2 at this point?
Well, like I said,
I stopped caring whenever I heard about the fundraiser shit.
There's a cooler alternative, and it's the Yakuza franchise.
Yeah, I agree.
Because at least in that game, you play as a guy who beats people up for the fun of it.
Makes Jesus cry, but still funny. Yeah, I went there.
Fucking shit, that was hilarious.
Oh my god.
I don't care. I'm a fucking Christian. I find that funny as fuck. Turn the other cheek.
Yeah.
Her towel almost came off.
Oh my god, dude.
Shame. Shame.
Towel. No.
Okay, now I'm playing as Bomb Girl.
Bomb Girl's best girl.
Yeah.
Hanabi.
Where is Injustice 2, dude?
But guys, Kickstarter, that was such a big interest gauge. That was.
Man, I am tired of Kickstarter games, and Friday the 13th isn't motivating me to change my mind.
That game does not look all that good to me. Am I the only one that just looks at the game and goes, yeah, it's Death by Daylight, but why
Dead by Daylight is
going
gonna bury that game once the Michael Myers free DLC comes out.
Why wasn't
Friday the 13th just DLC part of it?
That's a good question. Probably because the developers got the rights or some shit or something. I don't know. Either way, man.
Probably because they had the. Probably because they paid a lot of money to get those licenses. And it's like, well, we gotta make it back somehow. Like, yeah, it's called going through that first.
Oh,
before
bitch.
you make such a strange decision.
I know, right?
Michael Myers, oh my god.
Actually, the DLC looks pretty cool. They even had like
Is it the Rob Zombie version?
No, oh god, no. It's the classic one.
I actually, am I the only one that kind of just doesn't hate the Rob Zombie version, but could understand why people don't like it?
Rob Zombie version of
Halloween.
Wasn't that reboot so bad that Rob Zombie made fun of it himself and then during a scene from El Super Beasto?
I don't think so, but see, I didn't see the first.
And yes, I did.
One.
I did watch that movie in that state of mind, and my god, it's a terrible experience.
Oh my god, it's fucking great.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I actually kind of enjoy that movie. The musical numbers sell it.
What, in Halloween?
No, in El Super Beasto.
Oh, okay.
El Super Beasto.
Yeah, take that, cat girl.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that to the cat girl.
Do it to all cat girls.
Because of Dracula.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. I didn't know she like licks her lips and all that shit.
Yeah.
That was
Shit, where is Injustice?
Is she also a masochist?
No, she's a sadist. You're dead.
Yeah. You just want to hurt yourself. Which, by the way, I'm thinking about maybe getting Crash Bandicoot.
It's good.
The only thing I have with that is that if it's going to be any new levels. It doesn't look like there are any.
No, there are no new levels. It's a remaster because they don't want to go ahead and risk funds for new levels if no one's gonna fucking buy it. Crash Bandicoot is a massive interest gauge. I am calling that shit right now, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
As long as Naughty Dog's making it, I'm good.
It's not Naughty Dog, it's Visceral, and they're actually pretty good. Or they're not Visceral. Vicarious.
Okay, well, I mean, hey, they can do it if they're. I mean, okay, it's hard to say because they pretty much rebuilt the old levels.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The only thing that's different is the jumping.
Yeah. Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy Fights for Gay Rights is fucking awesome.
Fight for Gay Rights is awesome. What?
Oh, fuck, that's funny.
Okay.
There were a lot of gay undertones in the second Nightmare on Elm Street film. Something I learned.
I didn't see that.
Something I learned in film studies class. Like the main character actually had a no girls allowed sign, even though he's pretty much old enough to be into girls. On a bunch of other things, but he's not wrong. That is a pretty fitting subtitle for that movie.
Kind of gay.
Freddy Fights for Gay Rights. What's your name? Robert England. Oh, you're that guy from
What if
V.
he's a lesbian the entire time? It would explain the origins of the movie Freddy Got Fingered.
Fuck.
I just wanted to say that because I haven't even seen the movie, don't plan to, but, you know.
I heard it's atrocious.
Is it really?
Well, it is Tom Green, so my expectations aren't that even high.
Tom Green. Well, it's not Seth Green, so I mean, you know.
I'm finally gonna meet it with both here. Maybe I'll have a reason to might like this game.
No. You won't.
Man,
Stop lying to yourself.
Really tried, dude.
God damn.
Stop lying to yourself. No.
Fight's getting more intense than it should be.
You're just fighting your waifu. Gotta like get over that shit.
I'm sorry. I have to progress through the fucking story. And you're probably wondering, oh wait, oh fuck, I forgot to destroy the platforms. I'll get back to that later.
There's a crystal in here.
Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot. Japanese karaoke.
Hey, I ran into Balthier and Thrawn.
Speaking of funny PlayStation FMVs, remember Dave Mirra's Freestyle BMX for the PS1? It had a physics engine. Yeah, Dave Mirra. You could play as the Slim Jim mascot.
Yeah. For some reason, I'm thinking of a whole nother game.
It's not Tony Hawk.
But do you remember this phrase? What if it snowed in San Francisco?
No, actually I don't. But anyways,
look it up. It's a very obscure game that Adam Sessler brought up on X-Play.
But anyways, in Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX, there was actually a company intro. I forgot who the company's name was, but it like showed the logo on a dude's arm cast, and the doctor's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I guess we have to amputate." And then he pulls out a big ass chainsaw and fucking saw.
I remember that. I remember that. It was funny.
That's kind of disturbing.
I hit the reset button on that fucking console just to keep seeing that footage.
It's like the equivalent of newspaper. And it's like, why is the word newspaper so funny? You have to see it to understand.
Newspaper. Psh.
Like, there's no setup or preface. Like, that's how it starts. Newspaper.
God
and he
damn
threw
it.
it through a fucking window.
The Crimson Sky got the short end of the stick in character development in this fucking game.
Paper. A roll of paper went through a glass window. That's what I couldn't get.
Fucking Sky Pirates, mate.
Yeah.
Sky Pirates.
But Vmon,
Yeah.
what if they
I was
want
kind of
to
triggered whenever I got the rank risk breaker. God, remake Vagrant Story.
They'll never will.
Yeah, they won't.
I want to see them remake Drakengard with a better development team.
Art.
Yeah.
There actually is a oh wait, hold on a second. Watching Balthier and Fawn fall to their death.
Yay.
Boy, this... Yeah, fuck you, dude. You interrupted me. You interrupted me in order just to interrupt yourself.
I know.
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
didn't even finish. What do you have to say for yourself? You're a bad person.
You're a bad person. I hope you die.
Oh, I don't hope you die. I just want to say you're a bad person.
Anyways, as I was saying, I rather a remake of the first Drakengard game.
Oh, so what they did was that apparently there was a massive survey that Square Enix released, and one of the main questions was asking whether or not if people wanted another. What games did people want to be re-released and remade? One of the choices was actually Vagrant Story, along with Final Fantasy VI.
Boo.
What's Tactics on that list?
Tactics was on that list.
I would imagine so. Could you imagine how the summons would look in Tactics now?
No, they'd be amazing.
Oh my god, dude! To me, I prefer how summon looks in that game than any other Final Fantasy. I know a lot of people were mad at me about that, but
Okay, where the fuck?
I mean,
Okay,
because 8 had cool ones, and I like 10 system with the summons, but visually, Tactics had the best. I'm sorry, but you know, just accept reality, and we'll all be happy.
So they really cleaned up these characters. But it's
By the
funny
way,
that
I
they
beat
look
Extreme
like-
Susano.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Do you suck dick?
It's really not that hard, actually. Like, it's just, you
have to be on
know,
your shit.
don't do dumb shit and move when it's time, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty fun though. Like I'm kind of intimidated about doing the other one though, because there's a lot more shit to consider.
Like what?
Movement for the damn hands of fate and shit, and drill management. That and I have to be careful with myself mentally to not be more focused on the music because I love the music there.
Yeah. Should it make fun of Black Mage or Archer?
Who, me or you?
Me.
Black Mage is more fun to make fun of. And the Black Mage was shit.
I'm casting magic missile. Why you cast magic missile? There's nothing to attack. I'm attacking the darkness. Okay, you attack the darkness. I'm Goldstaff, sorcerer of light. Then why'd you have to go and cast magic missile?
You know what's even better? Castlevania had a line like that was even dumber than that.
You know what's even
I
best?
am the king of the... I'll kill you and the night. Yeah. My brother asked more a very profound question when we saw the end of the trailer of that game.
God, I hate when they spam fuck.
Kill the night. Yo, fuck Dracula. You said you're gonna kill the night. This guy's gonna take on an entire time of day. It's like, that is a battle within itself.
Yeah.
Dracula says he's the king of the night. But he said he's gonna kill you and the night. So, what if he kills the night first? And... yeah, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. Land of Innocence wasn't that bad, though. It was alright.
I remember when Dracula was a blaxploitation old man that was voiced by Phil Lamar and Billy and Mandy.
Remember when Dracula scraped and licked?
Yeah,
remember when Dracula was
in lick.
Remember when Dracula was cool?
Yeah.
Touched the nerve with that one.
What the hell, Dracula? He used to be so cool. Hey, I'm still cool.
I actually made myself
man.
feel bad with that one.
Nah, man. You've changed.
Yeah. You went from fucking biting bitches in the neck to sparkle.
To be fair, I'm still siding with him in the Netflix series.
Well, Castlevania?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it looks like it might be good. I haven't seen it, so.
Some people are saying that it's good, and I'm kind of like, some people
I'm mainly probably saying that because I'm a Castlevania fan.
Okay, I've seen 2 episodes of it. Speaking of somebody who doesn't care about Castlevania, it's actually a really good. It's actually really good so far.
Okay, he said enough. It's good then. Never mind.
I'm horrified.
You're horrified. Of course you're horrified, Simon. Just accept the fact that anything from Castlevania is good.
What's your opinion
nowadays.
on What's your opinion on Trevor Belmont?
I don't like Trevor.
Oh, well, too bad. He's the main character.
Okay. It's bad. It's bad now. No, I don't actually. The problem I have with Trevor is that it's Castlevania 3. You know, and that game is so fucking irritating. So, you know, I don't have a problem with Trevor because story characterization-wise, they didn't really think Belmont until after Alucard came into play. It's like, oh, we have to write character backgrounds now?
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
He actually showed up for a brief while.
I figured because, I mean, Trevor met Alucard before Symphony of the Night became a thing. He's actually playable in that game. Like, that's when you meet young Alucard.
Shit.
Who's kind of technically still aligned with his dad.
Well, he actually had an argument with them. He's like, I won't let you kill these humans.
And then his dad's like, wow, you're a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
You're a fucking bitch. That's actually what Symphony of the Night was.
Die,
like
monster.
A fucking argument that never ended.
That's also the best. That's the best Senran Kagura.
Richter argues with Dracula. Alucard argues with Richter. With Shaft. Damn right. And Alucard then argues with Dracula yet a fucking again. And
You don't belong in this world.
You should say that to Sonic Mania.
All right. Anyways, yeah, we seem to be steaming down. It's best to wrap it up here.
Big thick ass
Die
lips.
monster.
Yep.
That's what happens
Remember,
when we mention Castle.
The one thing about it.
Say your goodbyes, dude.
Oh, okay, fine. I guess whatever. Bye, octopus.
Adios.
All right. Take care.
Take care, guys.
We'll be here next Wednesday.